Hey there, it's Tom Corson-Knowles, number one best-selling author of the Kindle Publishing Bible series and founder of Bestseller Ranking Pro. In today's video, I want to share with you a little bit about Amazon Author Rank, how it works, and show you a little bit of a case study of a book launch that we're doing right now and how that's worked out. So, first of all, Amazon Author Rank is it's in beta right now, and it's this program where basically Amazon updates hourly the rankings of all the authors on Amazon in the different categories and then overall as well. So if you want to find the page for Amazon Author Rank on Amazon, it's just amazon.com/author hyphen rank. So amazon.com/author-rank. Once you go there, you'll come to the page. It looks like this, and you can sort by Kindle ebooks, books, and all the different bestseller categories and genres and markets on the left panel. So that's basically how it works. And really to maximize this author rank, because author rank can be a great way to get more exposure. So if you're already selling a lot of books, optimizing your author rank in your market or genre can really help. So for example, let's say you have 5 books published in, say romance, right? So what you would want to do is make sure that each of your books is in a bestseller category in romance, because author rank is countered by the categories that your book is in, right? And so in other words, if you've got 5 books and one is posted in romance, one is posted in science fiction, one is posted in thriller, one's in health, fitness, and dieting, one's in history, those sales don't add up to really help your author rank in those particular markets, right? So it would help your overall author rank if you were the top 100 authors on Amazon overall, but it wouldn't help in your individual markets. So, generally speaking, you have to sell, thousands of books a month to rank on most of the major categories. So, you want to be thinking about this when you're, ahead of time, when you're, planning your overall strategy. What markets do you want to be in, and where do you want your author rank to be maximized? So for instance, if you're writing romance, you want each of your romance novels to have at least one of their bestseller categories in a romance category. That way all of your sales will be counted towards the romance author rank list, and you'll have a better chance of reaching the list. So just to give you an example of how this works, we're doing a book launch right now. As I'm recording this video, it's on day 2 of the launch, and this is called a box set launch. So basically what we did is we took 20 authors. Each of them contributed one of their books. They're all self-published independent authors, so they all own the rights to their work, so they could do this. If you're traditionally published, you couldn't really do this because you wouldn't own the rights to your work. But basically, we all combined one of our ebooks into a giant ebook file. So it's 20 ebooks in one. We're offering it for 99 cents, which is a ridiculously cheap price for 20 books. So people save over $100 when they buy the book. And then this week, everyone's emailing their list, sharing on social media, doing everything we can to promote the book, and it's done really well. So right now it's on day 2. The book's in number 1 in weight loss, number 1 in success, number 1 healthy living. It's number 1 in all its categories for nonfiction and Kindle, and then it's also number 41 in the paid Kindle store. So it's doing really, really well. And here's the sales figures I'll just show you real quick. So before the launch, we were doing a couple sales a day, 10, 20, 30 sales a day, something like that. And then day 1 of launch, we did 1,400 sales. Day 2, we're only a couple hours in the day. Halfway through the day, we sold 1,300 units. So overall, it's about 2,700 sales in about a day and a half. And with that, what's happened is that all of the so for the categories here, we have health, fitness, and dieting, weight loss, and we also have self-help, like motivational success. Those are the categories we chose. So it's self-help and health, fitness, and dieting are the 2 meta categories or parent categories that the book is in. And so what that did is if you look at right now at the health, fitness, and dieting top authors, all 20 of the top authors in health, fitness, and dieting are authors of this box set book that we're doing right now. And the reason that happens is first of all, author rank counts for all the authors of a book. So if you're a multi-authored book, if you got 1 author, 2 authors, 20 authors, whatever, all those sales count for each of those author ranks. So this is another reason why collaboration can be really helpful, because it's helping you get more exposure and more sales and better sales ranking. But because our book is right now is selling more copies than all the other health and fitness books, all the authors of this box set are all in the top spot on the Amazon author rank for health, fitness, and dieting. So that's pretty cool. So I just want to share this with you and show you a little bit of the data so you can see firsthand how this works. you look at the sales. 2,700 sales in 2 days equals number one author in health, fitness, and dieting. Now, again, the thing to remember about all of the bestseller lists and categories and rankings on Amazon is they're all updated hourly, which means every hour things can change. And it means, anytime there's a new book launch, anytime there's someone selling a lot of books really fast, they're going to rise up in their rankings. So, a year from now, we probably won't all be at the top of this list. It's a short-term thing because, we're not going to be constantly promoting the box set, every day for the next year, right? So, but I wanted to show this for you so you have an example of, what's possible and kind of like the sales number. So how many sales do you actually need to sell to be number one author in health, fitness, and dieting? Well, for us right now, today is 2,700 sales in 2 days, number one health, fitness, and dieting. Now, self-help was a little bit more competitive. Okay, so if you look at the self-help author rank category right now, as we're recording, we're not actually number one there yet. So a lot of top 10 people are people Miguel Ruiz, the Four Agreements, Eckhart Tolle, Stephen Covey, Dale Carnegie, famous people. So then number 8 though is Jordan Gray. So he is part of our box set. He's got several books on dating and relationships. And then Derek Depkers from our box set, he's got books on weight loss and fitness and motivation. And then Doc Orman, MD, is also part of our box set. And he's got other books on stress relief and negative thinking and irritability and stuff like that. So all these self-help authors. So you can see here that you need to sell more books. So this is just an example here. Number one health, fitness, and dieting isn't going to get you number one self-help. So self-help is a slightly more competitive category at this point in time. And really the reason for that is, in my opinion, is that self-help tends to be like a more evergreen marketplace. In other words, these self-help people like Dale Carnegie, Stephen Covey, Eckhart Tolle, Miguel Ruiz, these authors have been on the top of the sales rankings on Amazon and across all books, for years. These people have just a huge author platform. People know about them. They're doing lots of public speaking, lots of promotions. Obviously Dale Carnegie's he's not even alive anymore, but the word of mouth spreads. These books are so good that people keep talking about them and people keep buying them consistently every day, day after day after day. Whereas if you look at the health and fitness category, that's a much more short-term promotional category. So yes, there are some very good evergreen sellers in health and fitness, books that really sell a lot. Things like The China Study by T. Colin Campbell. It's like an evergreen selling book. It sells pretty well on a regular basis. But most big major launches in health and fitness are the new diet book or the new juicing book or the new cleansing book or whatever. And so these authors do a major launch for a week or a month or a couple months, but after that it kind of tends to fizzle out. And so what you'll see is a lot more turnover and churn in the health and fitness category versus the self-help category. So that's another thing to think about, just understand in your marketplace, what is your marketplace like, right? So are you in a market where you want to create an amazing long-term brand like self-help, where your books just sell constantly really, really well over time because of word of mouth, or and you can do that in any market, right? So if you have a great book that's really valuable, you can do that in any market. But just understand who are your readers, who is your audience, what is your market like? The people, the top 10 books in your market, what are those books like? Are they top 10, for the last year, last 10 years, last 20 years? Or are they more, like the health and fitness, new books that, they do really, really well for a couple of weeks or a couple of months and then kind of fizzle out? So that's just something to consider here. So I wanted to share this all with you to give you a little bit more of an understanding of how Amazon Author Rank works, and about the book launch that we just did and the numbers. So you can kind of see, okay, 2,700 sales in a day, or 2 days, sorry, that's how much you would need to be number one. And that's basically from 0 to 2,700, right? So most of the authors are in our box set don't have other books related to health and wellness, right? So that the only sales counting for their ranking for author rank was the sales from the box set. So one thing you can do to check out your author rank, there's a couple things actually. So first of all, if you're on your author profile page, so if you haven't already set this up, go to authorcentral.amazon.com, and set up your Author Central profile. I've also got a video tutorial that shows you how to set up your Author Central profile. But basically, once you've done that, you'll have your author profile here with all your books. And if you scroll down to the bottom of your page, you'll have your Amazon author rank here if you're in the top 100. So if you're not in the top 100 of any categories, your Amazon author rank won't show here. It'll just be blank, right? This section just won't exist. But if you are, it'll show up here on this page. Now, another way you can check your author rank is just going to authorcentral.com. So if you go to authorcentral.amazon.com, and then up here click rank, what you'll see here is you'll see your author rank. So you can see the chart, and then you can see what your current rank is. So this is for all books. You can organize by category. So you can go to Kindle ebooks. You can go to Kindle ebooks and health, fitness, and dieting, right? So you can see here different categories, and you can change this chart to 2 weeks, a month, a year, and all available, right? So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff to check out. So I just want to share that with you. All right. Hope that's been helpful. Wishing you an incredible day. Take care.